Shout out to Betsy, Terrence, my brother. Good to see you guys. And let me just say this before anybody gets here right now, y'all. Jedi, you're wearing the same thing you wore the last time when you did a video on your couch. All right, we're not talking about fashion. All right, because this shirt against this black pillowcase with this lighting glorifies the melanin. So we have to have melanin maxability. I think that's the word I'm looking for. We got to maximize the melanin. That's what I'm trying to tell you, folks. So you got to maximize the melanin. Say that 10 times. Maximize the melanin. Maximize the melanin. Maximize the melanin. Maximize the melanin. Must maximize. And y'all, I'm doing this now because even though it says my other video, I released it only 4 hours ago, this video is itching me. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And I can't wait. There's not going to be a time of day where it's going to be warm or where it's going to be cooler. Like, I'm literally running my air conditioner at like 1 o'clock in the morning right now. You know, when it gets late. I'm like, usually you think you could turn it off when the sun goes down and you're good for the rest of, nah. Like, my house is still hot all night. So I mention that because I'm going to be going in and out with the air conditioner. Like, I'm probably going to get up in a minute and turn it off, and we'll go a little bit, and then I'll turn it back on. And we're going to be doing that throughout this because I can't. It's very hot. This type of hot where you don't want to do anything but breathe, and that's it. Shout out to Sean Scott. What's good, Jedi? Salute to the Melanin family. I see that Black Fizz, Terrence. Always keep it high and black. Yeah. I just need this video to be out here, y'all, because I'm so worked up over this. Hold up. I'm going to turn the air off. I feel like I'm yelling. All right, the Jedi is back. Now, plus, I want to say this also. Plus, obviously, if I had not done it this way, then the other option is that means I would have had to set up lighting and all that, y'all, and it's too hot for any lights at all. It's too hot. I usually never complain or let myself complain about the temperature of the atmosphere. Like, if it's hot, I won't be the one where, oh my God, it's hot, you know, or it's too cold. I try not to do that. So if I'm saying it's hot, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. I'm literally drained. Um, and also, this is going to be a little interactive on my end because um, I froze the articles on my screen so that I can read. I warred with myself because whenever I do articles, I like for you all to be able to read it with me. I just feel that way, you know. And anyways, so that won't be the case here, but this is what got me worked up. Stephen Jackson. Now, y'all know I'm acting like I know who these people are, and I don't. I only know Stephen Jackson because he was a friend of George Floyd's. He's been on the scene through this thing, you know, tall brother, dark skin. I think early on people were saying that was George's brother even. So that's how I know who he is. I don't know who Deshaun Jackson is, who I used for whose thumbnail picture is for this video. But the scandal surrounds Deshaun Jackson, the one who I don't know who he is. And interesting, they both have the last name Jackson, so that's something else. But I was watching TMZ, and there it was. I saw somebody's, I saw Donna Lemon first, the day before. I saw Donna Lemon, and she had Stephen up there, and now he was supposed to be apologizing for whatever it is that, because he had agreed with whatever Deshaun had done, and of course they were screaming anti-Semitic, screaming anti-Semitic. I tried to look through my videos and see which one it was, y'all, but I couldn't find it. I don't know. It's on the channel. I did a whole video where I broke down what is a Semite, what is the meaning of Semitic, all of that. And I brought you in that piece showing you, A, that we are the people of the Quran, the Torah, and the scriptures. Even that raggedy-ass Bible, that's us, homie. We are still Semitic people. It doesn't matter how many generations we are removed from our land, everybody. Our blood testifies that we are from the land and the region and the language that is of Semites, that is Semitic. Any white people under the sound of my voice hear this very carefully for the 50th millionth time. Any white people, first of all, this is the complexion you need to be Semitic. This is it right here. We'll accept some Arab because there's some Arab blood, because it's Northeast Africa, and because the mixing will allow that. But you don't get to show up as a white person on planet Earth and claim yourself Semitic. That's just the truth. I myself am a Muslim, but I also recognize that I am also an Israelite. I am known in the Quran as the Bina Israel. We acknowledge that in Islam. It's in the Torah. It's in the scriptures. White people are not talked about. Well, why am I hearing me? Wait, y'all. I don't want to hear me worked up. But what I'm trying to say, as I've said many times, anybody, man, woman, or goddamn a child, can show up now at a synagogue, or they can go and get them a Torah, and you can follow the Jewish faith. You can follow the law. You don't have to go get a Torah. You understand? You can get a Quran. You can follow the revelation from the one who creates. No problem with that. But that does not make you Semitic. I speak Spanish. I can show up at a quinceañera tomorrow and party with them and have the food and listen to the rancheras music and everything. That does not make me Latino. You don't suddenly become that. You understand? So it's important that we have to get to our brothers. Because I watched Stephen on Donna Lemon's show. Of course, Donna, with a white penis going up her butt every night, it has to, look for something for massa and deliver on that. That's fine. There he was up there. They always want to put you in a position where, but do you see where this could have been hurtful? And do you understand what you did? And fuck all of that because you didn't do anything. White people are not fucking Semitic. That's first. Second of all, I've done videos that were sadly on my old channel. I did a whole expose, a documentary on what is the difference between Zionism, Zionism, and something else. There was something else in the title, but whatever. The point of the matter is, there's a difference between Zionists and Jews, everybody. The people that would pull this shit on Deshaun Jackson are not Jews. Those are Zionists. Think about it. How do you get upset when somebody says Jews have all the money? They say that's anti-Semitic to say that. Well, I'm a man of law. I understand their law. And in their law, they have something known as libel and slander. I can say and print anything about you, say anything about you in a video, get a ticker tape to right across the sky. I could say anything about you, and it's not libel or slander unless I proclaim something that is not the truth. That's the only way it meets the standard of libel and slander. I can say your mother's a whore. If I can show a picture of your mother standing on the corner and there she is hooking, and look, he's giving her $50, and look, she's clearly a whore, and I have 15 witnesses that have slept with her, she's a whore. So I can proclaim it as loud as I want to. It's not libel, it's not slander. You understand? So, such is the case here. So, when you say something that's truthful about these Zionist people, that is the truth, the only thing they can do is shut up and sit down. Orthodox Jews, you never hear from them. Never hear from them. You can go and put in on YouTube or Google it or whatever you want to do. The big rally that they had back when Obama was president, you had thousands of Orthodox Jews out on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., out on the Capitol grounds and all of it. And they were there to denounce Zionism. They don't support the state of Israel or its flag because it is against the religious tenets of the Jewish faith for them to even establish a state. They are the ones who you hear when I say we as Muslims call the Jews our cousin and they call us their cousin. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Rosh Hashanah and Ramadan come together because they're on the lunar cycle just as we are. We shop in the same stores because their diet is the people that submit to the will of God. We can shop in the same places. You understand? Our diet is the same. I told you, we shave our body hair every 40 days. So do they. I could go on and on and on. We're circumcised. The Jews are not, or the Christians are not. I'm not circumcised, but I'm saying, like, because I was too grown before we knew that that was something. So, but I'm so glad I'm not. That's something else. That'll be in the anatomy class. All right. But anyways, but it's part of the tenet that you circumcise your boys. And so they recognize that, and so is it as it is in Islam. But what my overarching point is to say that real Jews, you never hear from them. They're not up on the media. They're not, you don't see them anywhere. Just like you don't see Muslims anywhere. You understand? When they say that the Jews own Hollywood, they're talking about the Zionists. You see? And they're always looking for a reason to bitch and be offended by something. And we need to just ignore that, certainly as African people. Other people can fight that battle who are also not Semitic. We are Semitic people. You understand? So, therefore, there's no such thing as being anti-Semitic. And I'm going to read you, okay, the Eagles dude, Deshaun Jackson posts anti-Semitic message, says he doesn't hate Jewish community. See, we need to get to Deshaun and say, Deshaun, the next time they call you up to get a statement, you tell them to go and fuck off because you are a Semite. Knowledge of self becomes very critical in this hour. Then Stephen Jackson's got to get up there and but I love everybody, I don't hate nobody, and got to prove your love and fuck all of that. You've got nothing to prove or to apologize for these people. They pulled the same shit on Michael Jackson. And there he was up there saying, you know, I have my lawyer, Tom Branca, and I'm friends with Steven Spielberg and, you know, Jeffrey Katzenberg and blah, blah, blah. And you don't need to pull out a dossier. You just say, look, see me? I am the Semite, bitch. Me, I'm it. I'm it. You come here from Poland and Germany with your big noses and your Caucasian skin, and suddenly you're the people? How'd you become that? Because there was somebody else. It wasn't Hitler. It was somebody else that said, I think it was an Arab somewhere. I feel like maybe it was Iran. Somebody was saying, oh, I see the Jews left black and came back white. It's a very famous quote. You can go and look it up. I just forget who is the author of the quote. We are the people. And ironically, the thing that Deshaun is the brouhaha is over. Well, I need to read the context because I've only heard it. I've not read, but I see the thing they were showing is here. But I don't want to start with that. I want to go back and see what the article says because I need to see that. Wide receiver Deshaun Jackson posted an anti-Semitic message. They don't even qualify that. They just print it was anti-Semitic. That's what it said. Wide receiver Deshaun Jackson posted an anti-Semitic message, not like what some construed as or what was allegedly. No, no. And this is from goddamn it, Pennsylvania Penn Live, whatever that is. All right, an anti-Semitic message to social media Monday that he attributed to Adolf Hitler before writing in a follow-up Instagram post that he feels no hatred towards the Jewish community. First of all, we need to get rid of this word Jew. That's what we need to get rid of. You see, because that's another construct. You understand? It's, you are an Israelite. You're one of the children of Israel. You understand? Where's Jew? What's that? What is that? What is that? And then further insult is this term Jewish, because anything we know in society and in vernacular, anything you put an ish after means it's not really that. It's just I'll meet you like 4-ish. That means I'm really not gonna be there at 4 o'clock. Ish. That means it's not really it. The original message with Jackson, which Jackson posted on his Instagram story, said, quote, "The white Jews knows that the Negroes are the real children of Israel, and to keep America's secret, the Jews will blackmail America. They will extort America. Their plan for world domination won't work if the Negroes know who they were." Period, end quote. While the origin of the quote is in dispute, Deshaun posted a screenshot of a page attributing the message to Hitler. Two things to unpack there before I go on and read anything else. Is there more to read? Yeah, there is. A couple things I want to say first. Everybody should be suspicious of these Zionists and these so-called Jews. And so in this context, when we speak in this conversation, I'm in none of this am I citing Orthodox Jews. I've already told you those are not the people. You understand? That they don't have no issues. They're not bitching about anything. At the same time, they will tell you that Sheikh Mahmoud Ahmadinejad of the Islamic Republic of Iran is some bad person. You will see Orthodox Jews greeting him and kissing him and bringing him presents. You understand? You have to know who you're dealing with. So we must understand Zionism. Over the years, I brought you pieces on Cynthia McKinney. I brought you video. Cynthia McKinney telling you what I knew already. You can't be a part of any government in this country, local, federal, or state, unless you sign the pledge to Israel. Zionist ass Israel. We got to call it what it is. Helen Thomas, I brought you pieces on her and video. She was head of the White House press corps for years. They even had established a press corps award in her name. And she dared to ask President Obama, this wasn't her crime that she was gotten rid of for, but when one of Obama's first addresses to the White House press room, she asked him, do you know any countries in the Middle East that have nuclear weapons? Because we know that nuclear weapons, Israel has stockpiles of them. You see, we got to be over this. They're off limits and shit. And like John F. Kennedy said, the very word secrecy is repugnant in an open and free society. We got to call these demons out. And our brothers, most of all, that's why I'm most insulted. Because our brothers, no African nowhere is going to be apologizing to these people any fucking more. No more apologizing to fake ass Jews, Zionists. No more. Just like I tell you, the Nation of Islam are not Muslims. Those are not Muslims. They're not. And a Zionist is not a Jew. That's real. That's real. You never get anything from Jewish people, real Jewish people. They don't. They're like the Muslim. They're not going to really be bitching about anything. There's nothing to be bitching about. You have to really do something serious, and it would be something everybody would recognize. Oh, that really is an infraction. That wow, that's really it wouldn't be ambiguous at all. You see, and you also have competition of suffrage. You understand? So all the focus is on black people and how much we're suffering. Quick, we have to have something anti-Semitic. Nah, there's nothing anti-Semitic. But to go on. So when she asked President Obama this question, he goes, he does that. I don't want to speculate. I had to turn the channel because I was over him for that day. But I understand he can't say. You understand? Because he sees the face of the devil every day. Once you become president, you see the devil. The devil. The. So that wasn't the crime that got her, that they got rid of her for. They ended up getting rid of her because there was some little Zionist kids walking around on Capitol Hill, and they asked Helen Thomas, who says she has Arab blood, so she's Semitic. I don't have the blood test, so I'm just saying what she said, but at least she understands there's a requisite. They said, what do you think about the Jews, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, basically? And she said, I think they need to get the hell off their land. That's not their land. That belongs to the Palestinians. And her career was over that day. So when we hear this quote where he's saying, once the Negroes are the Negroes are the real children of Israel, and America keeps the secret that the Jews will blackmail America and they will extort America, we have to look at it. Because y'all real secretive and real touchy about this Jewish subject. And none of you are Jews. You're not Semitic. And none of them will have the courage to say to us, we're not Semitic. You understand? We never hear that. And this is what why I'm doing this, because I need the day to come when Stephen Jackson or anybody else is up there and one of these devils or their minions, such as Donna Lemon, is trying to pull this Semitic mousetrap on them, that they say, hold up, bruh, I am the Semite. I, as an African, am a Semite. It's me. It's me. It's me. So how am I anti-something that you're not? That I am. I can't be against myself. I'm the standard. You don't get to say something is offensive to the Jedi. I'm me. So if I'm not offended by it, I am the standard. Done. Well, that's anti-Jedi. Says who? Says who? I'm not offended. This is that. So they got rid of Helen Thomas. And then I already cited the Michael Jackson thing for you. They pull that mess on Michael. Like, you gotta go and kiss the ring and apologize to fucking all these fake ass people. None of them, not only aren't they Semitic, but there's nothing about them that is Jewish. They don't follow the tenets of the Torah. Everything that they do in the society is absolutely against what Allah has laid down. Just because you come out with a little fake yarmulke on every once again, I notice on the People's Court, every time there's some little Zionist Jew that wants to come in there, they put on a yarmulke real quick, trying to signal to, because she is a judge, and judges would be in that cabal, at least know to have a certain reaction, because they are as ignorant as most of the country. They think these people are really Semitic Jews. I don't think they even think in the word Semite or Semitic or not. They just hear Jew and they go, oh, they're the Jewish people, and so we're supposed to treat them X, Y, and Z. And no, you don't need to. You understand? You don't get the credit without the work on anything in life. I always tell you that. So you don't get just pop up and say, I'm Jewish, just like I always challenge any white heifer or any white person I see talking about, well, I'm actually Native American. No, you're not. You're not Native American. You are not. You're not. There's a requisite. I just pop up tomorrow and go, I'm a Martian. I at least need to have a damn spaceship parked someplace. You don't get the credit without the work. You don't just proclaim and then therefore we're supposed to bow down. Nah. Especially not me. So I'm over this. But these brothers are ignorant, of course, or they wouldn't be on the teams. You can't have knowledge of self and play for these professional teams. They won't allow it. Because if you have knowledge of self, you won't be out there playing for their team to begin with. You'll be someplace saying the shit the Jedi saying, that we need to start our own shit and leave them out in the dust. So it bothered me so much. Because it's like you up there, I see the ignorance, and I also see the devilish intent on the other side. They pull this every once and again to try and remind people or to keep this hypnosis on the masses that that's what Jews look like, that they're born. Nah, bitch, they are born and they look like us. You're not just born and you're Jewish. If your parents are Jews and you practice the faith, then you can say, I claim the Jewish faith. Even if your parents are Jewish and they follow the Torah and follow the tenets of the faith, and you don't, you really can't make the claim. I don't even appreciate my nephew calling me and saying Salam Alaikum anymore. You're not doing anything that recognizes you to me as a Muslim. And you're my nephew. Don't greet me with that shit. It feels fake to my soul. And fakery bounces off of me. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I'm that specific about it. So, I want to go on because there was something else I was going to say. And they will extort America. Well, this is one of the things, just like a lot of people didn't know about Greenwood, Oklahoma until just now. A lot of people need to know, or a hashtag, I just don't have a big enough audience, and you guys don't do anything I asked you to do, so I'm wasting my time. But I wish I had one of those platforms that when I say shit, people do it. Because it'd be great to have a hashtag constantly, a constant hashtag. Hashtag black people are the Semitic Jews. Period. Like, that's it. That's it. That's it. And they are a cabal. We know it. Listen, let me go on. Because there's a lot to say. When he says the white Jews knows that the Negroes are the real children of Israel. But the statement there should be, are the Semitic people. Because like I say, anybody can become a Muslim, anybody can follow the Jewish faith. I can follow the Jewish, I am practicing the Jewish faith just by following the Quran and the tenets of Islam. Our faiths are just like this, I tell you that. You understand? It's the same thing. And that's certainly a lot closer to the truth than Christianity. Period. But I'm trying to say, anybody can, like I can move to Spain tomorrow. I don't become Spanish. I don't. Our people need to understand, and we need to stop, and we need to get just as touchy about the subject as they're faking it to be, because we really do have something to protect. We need to be the ones getting, when we hear this shit, we need to have a counterbalance and say, no, bitch, we're offended that you're trying to be offended. We're offended that you're trying to be offended and stage being offended and shit. When you're not, you're the imposter article. You're not it. You're not Semitic. You don't even follow the tenets. Harvey Levin is up there talking about, I guess we just have to start, Charles needs to fucking cut those dreads out of his goddamn hair, because your bitch ass is not an Israelite or anything else. You're just a sellout ass Negro that needs to die off. But there's Harvey Levin sitting up there, Charles, I guess he's always looking in the ceiling He's very dramatic. I was so touched by this. Charles, I gotta tell you, I was reading this last night, and he's on pills, dude. He's on a Valium drip or something. And you're a homosexual. So you're the last person who should be speaking. Harvey Levin. And then these names, everybody. The Orthodox Jews that still live in parts of Ethiopia and other parts of Africa now don't have Katzenberg and Goldberg and Wilson and bullshit like that as their names. But they've associated those names with the requisite for being a fucking fake ass Jew. Whoopi Karen bitch ass Johnson from the projects is Whoopi Goldberg. Another dumb bitch. Not recognizing you didn't need to change anything about yourself or your name. Karen Johnson was just fine for you to be an Israelite and to be a Jew. But she's Whoopi Goldberg. That's the biggest magic act of the fucking creation of humanity, dude. But here's the quote. This is what they were reading from. And then I'll read down under past it after. Okay, while the original quote is in dispute, Deshaun posted a screenshot. This is the screenshot I'm going to read of a page attributing the message to Hitler. Oh, that's what I wanted to say before I go into the actual piece. Hitler. Let us discuss. So, again, as someone who is unwanted leftover cargo in this bitch from slavery, I am not an American. I am a third-party observer to this society. And what I know about this white society, because to call it anything else is to describe it incorrectly. What I know about this white society is that they lie about everything. They've lied about my history. I'm still digging up my history. When I say me, I mean all of us. I'm still digging up my history. And I'm finding lie after lie after lie after lie after lie that you've told. Then when I look at Saddam Hussein, my brother in Islam, who I know killed terrorists, I brought you even the video of the Orange Puff. It's here on the channel, where he was saying everything is a disaster. And he was saying, he goes, say what you want to say about Saddam Hussein. He hates terrorists. He hates terrorists. Everybody knows he kills terrorists. This was the Orange Puff before he became president. But you want us to believe he was this tyrant, when I know that he wasn't. That you double-crossed him like you double-cross everybody else. He was over your shit, said, you know what? I don't need to play this game. I have oil, you don't. I'll go trade my oil in euro. And you start your propaganda machine. Said, look, he's bad. He kills his own people, and he's bad, and he does it peace sitting down. Now we have to go there. And he has illegal cable on top of it. So you're a liar. So that has no weight. Saddam is still the homie as far as I'm concerned. Then you lied about my brother, Sheikh Muammar Gaddafi, in Libya, who was beloved by his people, and indeed Muslims everywhere, and people of good heart and righteousness and so forth. You lied about him. You lied about the Gulf of Tonkin, which never even happened, that set off the Vietnam War. You lied about 9/11, said it was 19 Arabs with box cutters when that didn't happen, and you also said they were all that it was Afghanis when everybody on the fucking planes was Saudi, but then you flew the Saudi royal family out. So I'm not really sure. I mean, just a lot of lying going on. I mean, I could keep going and keep going and keep going. So now I'm supposed to believe what you tell me about fucking Hitler, who never even lived in this bitch, is what you say is the truth? I don't believe you. I don't know Hitler, but I know that this Zionist bullshit didn't happen on these shores. I don't know when these people usurped this whole, we're the Jews thing. Was it before or after the alleged gas, the concentration camps and all of it? I'm not really clear about that history, but I will say it doesn't matter. As an African, it doesn't concern me because I know I'm the genuine article. I'm it. I am the Israelite. I am it. This is the gloriousness that it looks like. It's the first requisite. I'll read the definition of Semite also when we're done. But last thing I want to say about Hitler is this. The whole Hitler idea is just because it's Hitler, and then they were also insinuating Farrakhan that this was actually Farrakhan quoting or citing Hitler, and that that's where the quote came from. And we know that white devils, when they decide somebody is bad, then everybody else is supposed to hate them too. You'll remember that Barack Obama needed to denounce and reject Louis Farrakhan at one of the debates he had with Sniper Fire when he was running for president. He'd already rejected him. And then Sniper Fire's, well, I just think he needs to reject him too. He goes, and then Obama goes, well, I'm happy to denounce and reject. And the whole audience laughed because it was so ridiculous, like, whatever, bitch. But he had to denounce and reject Louis Farrakhan. They even shut down Arsenio's show after Farrakhan had made an appearance on the original Arsenio Hall show, you recall. Well, Farrakhan is ours. We decide if he's good or bad, and no fucking body else. And when he held that Million Man March back in the 1990s, it was a million black men, not white fucking people at all. You understand? He's ours. Flawed or not, or whatever he's got going on, he's ours. He's ours. And you don't get to tell us who is bad and who is not. And we can decide how we place historical figures in our own lives. I don't have to hate Hitler. I wasn't born. I didn't know him. I don't need to hate him just because you, the biggest liar on the fucking planet, says that he was some, oh my God. Because I question why you're so concerned about these people when their crime wasn't even here. And I'm still under your fucking nose every goddamn day, and you still doing the same shit to me you've been doing to us since 1431. And I'm supposed to be concerned about that? I think not. I don't have time. I need to sit and have tea with Hitler. I will make my own assessment. And you found a way to give these fucking people reparations, and their crime wasn't even here. We still marching and protesting for goddamn it reparations. Don't tell us shit about anti-Semitism. Because you're the biggest anti-fucking Semites on the goddamn earth because of all the shit you're doing to the Semitic people of God. That needs to be the answer anytime somebody's on TV talking about, you know, did you want to make apology for the shit you said about being who the fuck you are? No, bitch, I don't need to. Because I'm the original article. Then you had some wispy other football player who's allegedly a Jew because he's got that the last name that they've made up. And he's, you know, I invite Deshaun Jackson to, you know, I'll come and take him to the Holocaust Museum, which you had a Holocaust Museum in this bitch long before we had the African American History Museum. Again, our crime is here, current, and now. Their shit didn't even happen on these shores, but they already had a museum, already had it. Reparations and everything from this country. And you let them run your shit. I brought you Bibi Netanyahu. I brought you the video of him addressing both chambers of Congress. No other leader comes here and does that shit. It's just like the State of the Union. When you have the president staying up there, you have both houses of Congress, and they stand up and sit down, and stand up and clap and sit down. And there they were, standing up and clapping and sit down for him. He's standing right where the president stands. Nobody else does that. But Bibi can come and do it. Bibi. Not Benjamin. Bibi, everybody. Bibi Netanyahu. Bibi. Just Bibi. Just Bibi them. Just Bibi. So there's something there. And I say, because I make no distinctions between white people at all. So it's not really a confusing issue for me. For me, those are just more an extension of the white people that are here. And that's like an annex of America in the Middle East. It's just an annex of white devilry. Just, that's it. That's it. That's it. But you see, this is why that Christianity becomes dangerous. Because there's not enough of us proclaiming this shit from the mountaintops. Because you think Christ is your personal savior. And he is not. He don't know you. He didn't love you. He is not checking for you, and he did not die for you. He is not your friend. And that's in your own scripture. People treat you the way you allow them to treat you, everybody. When we as African people stand up like I'm doing right now in this video, defying all these bitches to say fuck all of y'all because the shit is not anti-Semitic, because I'm not offended and I'm the Semite. And by the way, this was the quote that he screenshotted. Hitler, comma. Hitler said, comma. Because the white Jews knows the Negroes are the real children of Israel, and to keep America's secret, the Jews will blackmail America. Well, this is ancient, which also makes it egregious that they're trying to make something of it now, because this, I'm sure this statement was made before there was internet and all of that. So they could have kept the secret. You can't really keep it now. We know who we are. It's just about spreading the word. So make sure we all are clear about it. And they will extort America. Their plan for world domination won't work if the Negroes know who they are. I don't really see the nexus between those two. You know, like, we don't have no plan for world domination. We just don't. And if they do, white people have that anyway. So that's irrespective if you're a Jew or if you're a Gentile or you're a satanic or Satanist. It doesn't matter. White devil is the only requisite there. That's the only people on earth dreaming and conniving for running everything and all the world's resources, and you got to pay for everything on earth, including a patch of land and water that falls from the heavens and everything else, and they want to run all the shit. That's just white people. That has nothing to do with anybody's religious identification. That's just white devilry. But it says the white citizens of America will be terrified to know that all this time they've been mistreating and discriminating and lynching the children of Israel. No, because you have to have a conscience and a soul to feel bad about anything, and this is the devil, so they don't feel any remorse over anything. That's why they behave the way they do, because they are evil to the core. Born evil. Born evil. You understand? And that's the part that was highlighted. Then it goes on. Just the article now. After facing backlash, Deshaun posted another message to his Instagram story that said some misinterpreted the intention of his message. Fuck all of that. A man, one of the requisites of being a man is, first of all, your allegiance and your honor and your dedication is to the truth. You never see the Jedi come and apologize for shit. Because I don't need to. Because I believe what I say when I say it, and I'm done, and I said it and I said it. Done. So, this brother, you don't say what you say, and then now after the backlash, now you want to, I feel like y'all misinterpreted. Let them eat your shit. They misinterpreted, so what? So what? So what? Because white people always want, they want that. They're sick people, so they want that. They need that, they feel like they have, like I'm telling you, this little sissy Harvey Levin sister there, and he feels some kind of special way now that this has happened, that they've conjured this up. Nothing has happened, let me be clear, that they've conjured this up. You know, Charles, I guess, you know, it's just about all the racism that's going on against everybody. No, bitch, you have a multi-billion-dollar fucking empire with TMZ and everything else, and you're a lawyer, and your parents had money, because y'all bitches do have the money, and you went to fucking law school, and you pay, when you turn 18 in this bitch, they just give you money to go to Israel and set up shop. Donald Sterling even told you they just give Jews money to Jews. He was saying he don't understand why black people don't do that. He goes, we give each other money. Like, we just do that. You understand? Nothing to be ashamed of. But don't claim somebody's anti-Semitic for just showing your shit. Certainly not an African. Certainly not this one. But there he was. Quote, anyone who feels I have hate towards the Jewish community, which would be your own self, took my post the wrong way, end quote. Deshaun wrote, quote, I have no hatred in my heart towards no one. And that also burns me at a level, because you can clean this up without making that statement too. Because any African living in this country that doesn't have a healthy disdain for white people doesn't know the fucking environment in which they live. In fact, this wasn't even supposed to be the next video I brought you, and either was one before this one that I released several hours ago, because I'm amassing a list of daily shit. The value of it is that it's so widespread, it's so eclectic, it's one state to the next, one incident to the next. It's just like you can't believe, but when it's assembled, that's when it has the most impact. And also gives me license to say that any African person that doesn't have a healthy disdain for white people doesn't know the environment in which they live. And that is anti-Semitic. Um, the 33-year-old, interesting that he's 33. Because you know that whole 33 thing and the Freemasons and the Illuminati, and then this breaks out now and he's 33, and what day of the week did this break out, and I'd have to do the math and do the numbers, and so there's some issue here. The 33-year-old Jackson also shared, how many letters in his last name? Jackson. Jackson, that's 7. The 33-year-old Jackson also shared messages Monday from Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan, whom the Southern Poverty Law Center has labeled anti-Semite. The Southern Poverty Law Center needs to sit their Sambo coon bitch asses down. I want to say this also to any black Christians that would be on the sound of my voice who are really dedicated to that shit, who have that going on. You need to die off. I pray for your deaths the same way I pray for the enemy of our people's deaths. Okay, I'm not connected to the internet. I don't have my hotspot going, so why is this popping up? Because white man's the devil. Anyways, because I'm just sick and tired, and that's what I also liked about this Grandmaster J person. He understood that. He made that distinction of them and us amongst our own. I love that. I love that, because y'all know I told you we have to separate the weeds from the grass. I've been saying that forever, because we're not gonna get everybody, and a lot of our people are just dead weight to us. They're the ones out there making friends with white people right now, calling them allies, marrying them and shit, speaking on their behalf. The Southern fucking Poverty Law Center labeling Farrakhan an anti-Semite. They need to sit their bitch asses down. How's your bitch? That means you don't have knowledge of self. So you shouldn't have no fucking organization at all. You can't lead African people unless you have knowledge of self. Because you're just leading them into the fucking woods. The Southern Poverty Law Center, everybody, is the ones that label Louis Farrakhan an anti-Semite. I'm over it. That's like, I'm an African and I'm going to call you, I don't even know the analogy to give you. I'm so fed up right now. Deshaun is entering the second season of a 3-year, $27.9 million contract he signed with Philadelphia last offseason. Give a fuck, dude. I'm just so defeated, man. I'm just so defeated. Like, I ask Allah daily, give me great wealth, give me great wealth, give me great wealth, give me great wealth, make me rich, make me rich. Because not only will I be able to be an example to all humanity when I hear that Kanye and them are building another fucking mansion some fucking place, it's just, I shake my head over any extravagance or any shit that's outside of just what you would need as an individual. Like, if you have even more than one car and you don't have somebody else in your family, you are a problem to me. I mean that. I mean that. I'm tired of fucking extravagance on the earth. But why I bring up money now is because I need to be able to get on a plane somewhere right now and go to where these people are. I need to see this brother Deshaun. I need to be outside his house. I need to know his mama or somebody. You have to have revenue in order to do that. To be places, just gonna be there, you know. Because I'm defeated. I can't get my message to him. very frustrating. Anyways, there was a second one. I think this is just where he apologizes. Philadelphia Eagle, Jackson posted a message, blah, blah, blah. According to Snopes.com, the passage is often quoted by those arguing that Hitler was not racist. I don't even care if he was racist. He was white, therefore he was. And that was just a white man killing other white people. That was white on white crime. Why are we making a distinction? Later wrote that his original post and blah, 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 he addressed the backlash in a video posted to Instagram. I just want to first off extend an apology on behalf of me and what I stand for, because you know I'm one that's fair and I never want to put any race down or any people down. We're just giving power over, you understand? Because A, you should tell them to fuck off. They should know all black athletes are off fucking limits. Don't accuse them of shit because they will walk away from your fucking game. That's first. Secondly, you're giving power because any, like this white motherfucker that's on the team that can come out and say, you know, I'll take you to the Holocaust Museum and you can take me to the African American History Museum. No, bitch, you're not going to have a job because we're all leaving. So he should have known, let me shut up. I don't want to say nothing to them. Don't let me upset the Negroes. You see, we've just given power over. In the name of what? So there can be peace for their white asses? The scheme is so complete. They want you to be apologetic and be at peace and apologize. No. Even if this shit was anti-Semitic, and it's not, you should stand by that shit. Because there's worse shit that's being done to us. Is this statement worse than George Floyd laying out there for 10 minutes with somebody's fucking knee on his neck, purposely murdering him? I'm going to have to get back to you on that, Bob. I'm just conflicted on it. I don't know. They're so close. You never know. You can't ever call it. You can't ever call it. You can't ever call it. You can't call it. Whatever. It's just a repeat of what I already said already. I'm over it. Let me see what you guys are saying. I also want to first shout out Reynaldo Wayne before I see anything, because I want Reynaldo to know that I got your email, brother. Alhamdulillah. And I will be sending you that information. I intend to do that before the day is over. Before I read anything, does everybody understand what I'm telling you? Like, listen, we have to push back, everybody. I don't care where you exist and breathe. You have to push back. It's time to fucking fight every fucking thing at every level. So we can't allow things, because this is a means to another end. You understand? This is to get your mind off of all the suffrage of African people and to divert you to something else. And then you don't think about the fact when you start seeing these NFL commercials on TV that we can't wait to get back to work. We can't wait to get back to work. We can't wait to get back to work. Because money is all that matters to these fucking people. And we need to be studying day and night how to snatch our fucking revenue from their white asses. Any money that we cost for their ass, we need to be figuring out day and night how to snatch it from their bitch asses. Nothing else matters. Nothing. But you're going to have to be better. You understand? Because when Black Junction comes along, and I spend a year and a half telling you, everybody needs to go to Black Junction. I'm trying to leave YouTube. Go to Black Junction. Go to Black Junction. I say it 80 times in a video, and my video gets several thousand views, and then I go over there and nobody's followed me over to Black Junction. Don't do it now. I'm over it. I've been over that. I'm just trying to give you another example. You have work to do. You listening to me right now, you have shit to do. Damn. Your job is not to just fucking hear about oppression and be amused and entertained by it and shit. You have something to do, or take your shit. I'm over it. If you are not activist right where you are right now and upsetting the atmospherics around your existence, you are a problem. I make enemies every day. Okay. Melanated misfit. There was something I was gonna say to you. I feel like you left a message on the other video, and I thought I answered it, but I can't remember, and I don't remember. Shout out to Melanated Misfit. um, Charmaine Champagne. I hope you're still here. Good to see you. Yeah, Charmaine. Just send me your if you have an email that you're able to share, you leave that here, and then I send you. I get that, and I go behind the scenes. Just ask anybody that's doing it. They know. There's a lot of people that are in direct contact with me. Do you understand? Can call me anytime, day or night, and I answer my phone. So yes, Charmaine is the short answer. So leave me an email or something that I'm able to contact you on, and then I will um, do that. And anybody that does not have a picture, don't ask me, because I'm not going to send you my information. I don't know who you are. That's not happening. So you have work to do. There we are. We're back to that again. So there you have work to do still. Melanated Misfit. Stephen Jackson made disparaging comments about black women, but he didn't apologize for that shit though, and nobody cared. And I didn't know about it, so you said it right now. Because why would I know it? And that's subjective when you say he made disparaging comments. How disparaging? He came from a woman. He exists, so therefore he came from a woman. Whether she's living or dead, he came from a woman. So that's fine. And what do you mean by disparaging? You know, I would need more on that. And that's in-house. And what we do in-house don't have shit to do with anything else on the earth. You know, it's like when they try to come, well, it's all, look at all how you all are killing each other. Bitch, what does that have to do with anything? And the fact that I'm about to stab you through your neck, what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do? Um, Mamie Ricks, shout out to you. Y'all know I can't see nothing on this damn phone. Uh, Fly Tie Blitzy, you need to cleanse. Shout out to you. Judah Lineage, Sadat in Egypt. Is that who you guys are telling me made the quote? Anwar Sadat, the Egyptian president. Yes. Was assassinated decades ago. Frankie Cardona, Black Fist in the air for you, my brother Jedi. I feel you. I feel it inside, but I can't resist white girls. They are just too beautiful for me, and I don't understand still. Frank, I'm coming to your damn house. You need to cleanse, and I will fight you. I understand that. Anyway, have you heard uh, the Weeknd's version of Dirty Diana? I won't listen. Now he's gone too far. I don't like him. Just the name already. I knew I'm not gonna like this dude. I don't know what he's gonna sing. But I'm never gonna be interested. The Weeknd. That's stupid. It means nothing. And then the little bit of singing that I've heard from him, I just don't feel you. Like that's the requisite. If I feel you, I don't care what genre it is. I will like it. I don't like him, and I'm not gonna stand for this insurrection, as I title it, of him doing any song by Michael Jackson. Like that's just not allowed. I can't. I could see Bruno Mars doing it because he's done Michael Jackson, or even Neo, or me. Literally, go and hear me singing "Lady in My Life" on my Facebook page. It sounds just like Michael. I can match his vocal. But I don't need The Weeknd doing anything by Michael Jackson. He's just sat down. Judah lineage. Deshaun Jackson should have said what your titles say. Thank you. That's why I said just feel defeated. I wish I could get to the brother and say, brother, you stop all that apologizing shit. we done. You're the Israelite. You're the Semitic Jew. Do you understand that? You're it. How you gonna let some imposter step? That's like Eminem trying to tell Dr. Dre anything. Sit your little white ass down. Um, Frankie, if you didn't YouTube it and tell us what you think next time. I'm gonna watch it. I will, just because now you're telling me to, but I don't want to. But I will, because you always have to look at the opposition, everybody, on anything. So it's like I have to watch Fox News. I have to. I have to watch people I hate, even though I'm throwing things at the TV and cussing them out the whole time. I wish Whoopi Goldberg and the entire panel up there, except for maybe Sunny Houston, would die off. But you have to watch. I have to know what they're saying. I have to know. I have to know what's going on. That means I have to expose myself to shit I hate. Red Aquarian. Jedi, your title, it's the nail on the proverbial head. Thank you, Red. I appreciate that, brother. I can't see shit on here, y'all. I definitely can't see all thumbnails. Jew is short for Judah. I will allow that, but it's not something that we ever really used. You know, when you look at Torah, when you look at the Old Testament and the Quran, those terminologies wouldn't really come up so much. The Old Testament is a little different because it's fakery. It's from white people. I always tell Christians, if you want to impress me, first of all, there is no New Testament. Because if the Son of Mary is saying that he couldn't come to change a single striking on the law or to do shit else, but only to testify and confirm everything that came before him. That's it. I'm just here. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm here for. The moment you say there's something new, that means he's a liar. That's basic math, homie. You don't got to be a CSI or nothing. That's basic. That's if I said it. You go, just caught the Jedi in a lie right there. Well, just caught you in a lie right there. You feel me? So this is that. So there is no New Testament. That's out. And if you just want to go by historical accuracy, forget theology and belief and revelation, and if you throw that out, we'll do it just on historics and archaeology and history, and that's it. Just on that standard, the people, all those people writing those Gospels of the New Testament, none of them lived at the time of the Son of Mary. None of them. And they're being written about in third person. So when you read the Gospel according to Matthew, it's some other dude telling you Matthew had said. So you don't know that dude or fucking Matthew. Get out my face. This is basic. So once you throw that out and dispense of that, now you're just left with this Old Testament. Once you understand, wait, there's such thing as a Torah, which Orthodox Jews are calling the Quran, the purified Torah, because they understand it doesn't interfere, and indeed it clarifies their Torah. You understand? So once you throw out the New Testament and you get back to the Old Testament, you go, wait, once you understand the Torah, you go, well, then there's no need for this Old Testament. Because why would there need to be an Old Testament if that's the same thing? Like, you don't have a Mercedes, a 97 Mercedes sitting outside of your house and go, well, this is the New Testament of the 97 Mercedes in 2020. Then it's a 2020 Mercedes. It's not a 97 Mercedes. It's 2020. So this is that. This is that. This is that. But it becomes very dangerous, you see. The darkness. But I was telling you, knowledge converging, and so you have to understand the entire picture, everybody. When I've done long, drawn out lectures on character related to Christianity. This is all insinuated in that. This brother can't defend himself against this fake ass anti-Semitic charge because he's a Christian. No question. I don't know him. Never knew his name before today or before this story. But I know he's not a Muslim. That's all I need to know. So he's not enlightened. More likely to be in darkness. More likely. You understand? That's real. Not because I say, but because it's the damn truth. So the Judah thing, we could get into that. I don't know. But whether that's true or not, the fact of the matter is, they don't. That's not how they're using it. You know, it's a title for them. You know, and really they use it as a status. You understand? Not because they think the way of life of Judaism is so sacred and beautiful. No. They do the shit because it's some sort of title. They're supposed to make them somehow sacred and ooh. And then they try to equate their shit that happened at one particular time in history in one place by one dude and his crew is somewhat equal to our shit that is ongoing and endless. Fuck you and die off, bitch. Because the fact of the matter is, no Jews are being oppressed down. Every once again, you have a right-wing white group that comes out and wants to bitch at Jews or something. That's not the same thing as having your whole fucking subway systems and your freeways are built based on my black ass. Your whole economy is built on me. You're oppressing me every fucking day. I can open up anything right now and read 50 stories of oppression of my people just today with today's date on them and shit. Don't come at me with that fucking oppressed Jew shit. Don't. And you're not even Semitic. Bite my ass. Not fucking oppressed. You understand? You need to talk to the oppressed. And you realize you're not. It's like somebody coming up to you and they want to bitch all day about their goddamn paper cut. And you sit there listening to them with all their bitching. And my paper cut is just... And if it wasn't for this paper cut, and I can't, and they tell you your whole life, and you say, you know what, let me just pull this off, and you show them your fucking mangled arm that was blown off in fucking Vietnam or some bullshit. You still want to talk about your fucking paper cut, bitch? You still want to talk about that? Suddenly it's not so important, is it? This is that. Show me now. Because I'd love to see it. Show me now. Just, you don't even have to go back. Just show me in just 2020, because we're only 6 months in, show me all the oppressive things that have been done to so-called Jews. Oh, wait. Bring me all the heinous stuff that's going on. That's just going on. That's just, oh my God, we have to be vigilant. Where am I at? Yeah, that was the thrust of the quote I was reading from this Deshaun dude, the screenshot that he did that started this whole brouhaha, melanated misfit, is that he was it's in that same sort of spirit. The quote from Hitler. Funny, you always go live when Tommy's... Why are you typing that person's name? I forgot he even existed on the planet. I haven't heard the name in years, literally. Like, I don't care anything about that dude, man. Like, at all. I didn't know he was even still alive or anything. Like, I don't fucking care about him. I don't care. Like, I'm really that way, y'all. When I don't care about something... Like, my sister called me. This was some time back. Like, last year. Because I told you, my sister... I don't talk to any of my family. Except for my baby sister. And that shit is changing. Her and my nephew. I'm over them. But... my sister's 1 year older than me. Who I've been over since 2005. I was on Skyping with my nephew. And my sister goes, let me just talk to Uncle real quick. And she got on, like, in frame. And she wanted to tell me that my sister, who's 1 year older than me, her husband had died. I was insulted she was interrupting my conversation with my nephew. Why are you telling me that? Why would I care about that? Why are you telling me that? Why? I don't care. You know, like, I was done. She knew that. Like, why are you telling me that? I don't care if her husband died. I don't care. I don't care. Because when I cared, the bitch didn't care. So I'm all cared out. So don't look at me funny when I no longer give a fuck. Red Aquarian, how can we come to Deshaun's defense? I don't know. I'm not big enough. You feel me? I'm calling up some. You know what? Torian Rain, if you somewhere in the sound of my voice, all y'all numbers chasers that's amassing audiences on some bullshit, I need your help. I need you to step up. Lisa Cabrera, I need y'all sharing my fucking videos. Who else? But that's the reason why, Red Aquarian. There's a large population of Jewish people in Philadelphia, and they are calling for him to lose his career over it. You know what? Check those people. Because like I say, the people that bitch about and try and cling to this Holocaust bullshit and all that is the Zionists. Orthodox Jews are over it. Orthodox Jews are the ones that we would look at and say, wow, those really did used to be the people that was close to black people back in the day. Like, you know, Orthodox Jews. I told you guys, listen, when I had my business, I have got a million stories, dude. Like, it's 7 million. But I said my name because they had some shoes, these women's shoes I wanted to buy for my store. And I know I said my name because I would do that. I'm consistent. I wouldn't be on the phone with anybody and being professional and not say my name. I just wouldn't. But I said my company name, and I'm sure I said my name. But anyways, whatever. And they quoted me one price. When I went to see them and meet with them, I walked in. I was in all my shit, my traditional clothing, and I had my necklace on that says Allah. And it was these two little short roly-poly white dudes. Polish, we'll call them, because we won't say they're Jewish, because you don't, like I said, they're not born that. They're not Semitic. They're training American society to say they have a certain way they look and that that's them, and as if it's a race of people, and it's not. It's us, bitch. Anyway, these two little short white men who were Jews, Orthodox, when they saw me, I don't know why my Arabic name didn't give it away, but when they saw me, they go, oh, you're a Muslim. And I said, yes, and we greeted the way Muslims greet. They're Jews. The price went down. You understand? Everything changed as soon as they knew I was Muslim. Because even to this day, do you understand, wherever you travel in the world, Jews can go to any mosque and pray. And they allow the same thing for Muslims. Any synagogue I'm going to see, I can go pray. If I can't find a mosque, which that would never happen, but on the strength, I could go to, they always make a place for Muslims to pray. They must. You understand? So I offer that just to say that it's very important to make this distinction between these people who are marching around the earth talking about they're Jews and they're not. This is like the Revelations 2:9. And I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and are not. They are a synagogue of Satan. That's those fucking people. They're the only people marching around, we're Jews, anti-Semitic, we're Jews, anti-Semitic, we're Jews, anti-Semitic. Nobody else is doing this shit. They're a synagogue of Satan. Um, and they are calling for him to lose his career. Well, I'm over it. Shiro, my queen. Greetings, Jedi. I just want to let you know I sent you a couple of videos you're gonna love if you haven't seen them already. Depends on when you sent them. Where did you send them? Did you text them to me? I'll check. Um, Misfit. We're always apologizing for telling the truth. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. You can see I'm really sick of it right here, right now. You understand? I'm gonna turn the air on, you guys, and I'm about to die of fucking heat stroke right now. Oh my god, I can't. And I'm probably not gonna try and take too long with these comments, you guys, because it is so hot. And I really don't want to sit here and keep going back and forth and going back and forth, and it just, it's hot. It's hot. And this will be a good reason for me not to do a 6-hour live stream. uh, but I always tell you, if I'm live, I try to get to everybody's comments. It's just the right thing to do. I haven't been looking, Shiro, but I guess they did the right thing. Please tell me nobody donated money on here. Did somebody donate money? I see money. I see $63. You guys, I don't know who did it because it doesn't pop up. I don't see nothing on here. Maybe I just haven't gotten to it or something. I don't know that. I don't know. How come I don't see it? Would I see it on here? Wait. Okay, I'm not seeing the chat. I don't know how to make it come up on the screen. Damn. I just have to wait for something to pop up. Somebody type something. So I can scroll on this one. Somebody type something. Type! Okay. Did somebody, you guys, I don't, man. I don't know. I don't know how to, I'd have to go way back. I see money on this screen though. So somebody must have donated. But I'm not seeing, usually it stands out. So somebody did, but I see it. I'm trying to say, you guys, don't donate money on YouTube. I don't make money on YouTube. They do everything they can so I don't make no money. You understand what I'm telling you? I need your money. Donate on the Cash App, the Jedi1814. Go to the GoFundMe. The link is in the description box underneath. I appreciate you, but it seems like everybody's always shows up giving me money on here, and this is exactly why I don't need you giving me money. I'll get it eventually, but it'll be 100 years from now. Because they don't pay out anything. You have to make a minimum of $100 before they pay out anything. And they keep fucking with your shit so that's not that. You understand? I think the last time that I got $100 from them, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't even know when. I'm just trying to say I don't make any money on here, y'all. I don't. And I appreciate whoever was so generous as to do that. But, maybe I'll see it more sooner because we were on some time back and somebody gave something, and I was like, oh my God, please, I can't. Maybe this with that will, maybe we're getting near $100. But I go to, the link is, I can't. Where am I? And by the way, if you donated, can you please type that you're the one that donated that? Anjane said, hey Jenny, I'm at work creeping. You a master plantation. You better get from here. Black IC3, will I post what? I don't know what you're asking me. Shout out to Sunshine. Okay, why the bleep has that number been dropping relentlessly this entire week? The number 333. I don't know, but there's something, like, I always put numbers with these people because it's part of their evil and they love numbers. You understand what I'm telling you? Like, I want to know what number does this dude play. What's the number on his damn, was there a picture where I could see his number? Damn it, I can't see his number. Urgh! Bastard, doesn't even say what number he is. No. Shit. I mean, every picture of him, I can't see the number. I feel like it might be number 10. It's a 2-digit number. I feel like it could be a 10. I don't know. So, I can't. Sunshine says, yes, it took force and bloodshed to be physically, mentally, and spiritually shackled. It will take the exact same force and bloodshed to get back out of those shackles, point blank. That's the damn truth. It's so true, dude. Like, oh my God. We are playing footsies with these fucking people, everybody. And if even a hint of this was on the other side, they would be having a vastly different reaction. I'm never buying into this forgiveness and peace and all that bullshit. Fuck all of that. It's war, bitch, and it's on, and I want blood. Anjane, Jedi. Stephen Jackson said black women are worse than the police for black men. That's what she was referring to. I think he did apologize. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna pull a white devil here. Well, what context in which did he say it in? I'm joking about that part, but seriously, I'm gonna try and make an argument for the brother. I'll say it this way. I can imagine a scenario under which I would say that even. Sometimes you say things out of love because you love that. Like, I'll give you an example. For me, my interpretation of what he just said, what she say he said, that black women are worse than the police, because we don't mind black women thumping us upside of our head and calling us boy. And black women reduce us to a boy in a heartbeat, but we don't see it as an insult. I don't care what you got going on or how high up you are. When a black woman say, boy, it's love. You feel me? It's love. So he may have been saying that in the context of, like, black women do keep us in line to some degree. You understand what I'm telling you? And thank God for it. So he might have been saying that as if to take power from them, like black women is worse than the police, like, you know. So again, I'd have to know the context, and I'd have to know what was said before and after that. Oh, I can't. Mackay, I'm over it. This time, divine supernatural force. Not really sure the context there of what I was saying at the time you wrote that. Okay, anyone that worships Christ as God is an antichrist from Christ's own mouth. Amen. Glory to you. You have spoken the truth indeed. Because even in their own scripture, it speaks about, it's really talking about the coming of Christ in the end, because he's the only prophet whose people have worshipped him. He's the only prophet that Allah has sent to earth that people have worshipped. Nobody else has been worshipped. Nobody else. Nobody else. Nobody else. And so as it says in their scripture, he will come and he will say to them, flee from me. I know you not. I don't know all this shit y'all saying about me. I ain't said none of that. That's in your scripture. Christ is not your damn friend. He did not die for your bitch ass. Period. Again, you have work to do. You have to earn paradise after this life. Oh my God, you're going to have to live a life of righteousness. Somebody alert the press. Well, that can't be allowed. We won't allow it. We won't. They're too far. They've gone too far. Anytime you have your own clergymen that claim to be all about peace, but then sit down and come up with the art of war with the sole purpose of raping, torturing, and systematically robbing all others across the globe, then those very same clergymen are deemed saints and honored by a religious order. Then that entire order is evil, full of lies, and needs to be destroyed. Well said. I can't open another window, Frank. I'm not on my PC. and I had the hotspot going so that I could have my thing running on, so that I could freeze these. But the hotspot is off now. And I don't know how that affects this live stream if I have the hotspot going. Plus I'd have to stop this in order to get to settings on here I can't. But I'll watch it, I promise. I promise. Now, Frank, Cleanse, you're gonna have to wait forever. I think you were talking to Frank. I don't know. Misfit had to step away, but I'm back. Okay. Sunshine. Hashtag Operation Paper Cut. Oh my God. Operation Paper Cut. That should be the cover title of Against Those Claiming We All Are the Same and We Should Get Over It. Hashtag Operation Paper Cut. Kiara, good to see you. Okay, Shiro, thanks for letting me know. Camp God, walaikum salam. I'm still waiting on your phone call. Sunshine, something. Oh, and by the time you see where I type the word something, you ask that someone type something. I hate you so much, and I just read that right now. Oh my God, I can't. I love that. The Jughead. Shout out to you. I apologize, Jedi. I think I was the dummy that tried to donate around 5 or 6 times. The super chat was not accepting my donation. I will use your Cash App in the future. Love and respect from the UK. So it didn't take it. What? What did you just say? Why did I just look like Dion Cole to myself right now? I'm over it. That's not a good thing, by the way. Can we just add that? So, all right. Well, okay. Yeah, donate on the GoFundMe or the Cash App, everybody. I can't remember everything. I just can't. I can't. I can say whenever I'm on here, whether I'm recorded or live, I can't remember stuff. I'm here to communicate what I can to communicate. I don't remember a lot of stuff. I just can't. And so I can't remember every time. There's people that the people that do this for a hobby, they remember all that shit. They're very detailed with all of that shit. God bless them. I'm just not the dude. You feel me? I say something one time and I'm done with it. I just expect people to pick up on it and run with it. You know, I've said already. I can't remember every time when I start a live stream to tell people, please, for the love of God, don't donate on here, because you don't set this up the same way on here that you do on a PC, where you can determine if it's going to be super chat or not, and all that kind of stuff. You can't do that on here. If there is, I don't know how to do it. So, you know, but when I do weeks of promoting my fundraising, and I tell people I need your donation, then I get crickets. And the moment I let my guard down, then people want to give. I'm grateful, Allahu Akbar. But it's a little aggravating, you know? Shout out to the UK, Jughead, and thank you. Your intentions are pure and I appreciate it. Kiara, I left an important comment on your last video about police randomly killing children, but it was deleted. I don't know what I read. It was about a case here in Akron, Ohio, where a young black girl was shot to death at a traffic light. But first, all the witnesses and even the grandmother who was in the car said it was a white devil. But then the police randomly pinned it on 3 black kids, and they're not explaining how they linked them to the vehicle. And there's lots of holes and anomalies. Like you said, they're covering this up. And I don't know why my brothers in Akron, Ohio, if this isn't public knowledge and everybody know that, then why my brothers arming themselves and going and taking out the entire fucking precinct and asking for answers. You see, this is our problem. Force is going to be needed, everybody. The door that we're going to have to go through to liberation and freedom is a very violent and bloody door. And the only people exercising violence right now with no problem every goddamn day is this white devil. When are we going to join them? Kiara. Oh no, wait. I was going to go back to there was something I skipped over to read the rest of yours. I guess I did. That is correct, my brother. The app claimed that it would not go through. I will not try that again. Then just donate on the Cash App or the GoFundMe. It's so easy. Like, you don't have to even deal with these people. Like, we're over it, dude. Fuck you two and the bitch that gave birth to their bitch asses. Up everywhere. They're covering this up everywhere. I believe it was somebody white and they were linked to police. Just like the mass shootings over the holiday. I did a whole video about it. Sunshine, gotta go cook dinner, Jedi. Good to see you, brother. You too, Sunshine. And fix me a plate. Because I'm going to need something after I get off of here. Trust and believe. Yeah. I think I got everybody. did. Listen, I say this as I close, everybody. You know, and if somebody knows, if y'all, I don't have no Instagram, y'all. I don't have anything that doesn't allow me to share my message. I don't. I don't have an Instagram. And it probably would get on my nerves anyway, because every time I see something, somebody sends me something, says, this was on Instagram, look at this, and I see all these bubbles and shit floating on the picture, and that would make me sick. So, but I think this dude has an Instagram. So, some of y'all people that are those type of people that be on these other Instagrams and all that nonsense, try and get my message to my brother. You understand? I mean, it means nothing if it can't travel. They need to know. Don't play this game with these fucking fake-ass people. They're not Semitic. None of them are even holy people. They're not, they can't speak their language. They're not, you know, and they've made up a whole language, you know, because the language they be speaking, you know, these Orthodox Jews even, is like, whatever, I guess. But the ones I'm talking about, the Zionists, they don't keep the tenets of the faith. They're not showing up at any synagogue. They, you know, they do drugs, they do alcohol. They're just regular fucking sinners, dude. There's nothing holy about these people. And they the main ones want to jump up every 5 fucking minutes talking about some goddamn anti-Semitic. And you can take that shit down the block is what I'm saying. That trick can work on anybody else but the original fucking people. We are fucking Semitic. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to read the definition of Semitic before I go. I'm going to read one more comment. I'm not reading more comments, everybody. I'm done. So don't type anything else. I'll read Spunky. Sir, what have you done in the past 2 weeks to protest the illegal annexation act invoked by the Israeli government? What could I do? I do what I can at my level. I don't fucking support shit. I don't buy or support anything that I know that company supports Israel. If you got something else I can do, I'm happy to hear it, Spunky. Anyways, I want to read the definition of Semitic, everybody. What is the definition of Semitic? Relating to or denoting a family of languages that include Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic, and certain ancient languages, such as Phoenician and Akkadian, whatever the fuck that is, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic family. Number 2, relating to the people who speak Semitic languages, especially Hebrew and Arabic. So it doesn't matter how many dialects are on the continent now. We know that Hebrew comes from our fucking continent. Doesn't come from Poland. Doesn't come from Germany. Doesn't come where any of these fucking people exist. And either does Arabic or Aramaic. So, we are from, most of us are from West Africa. You understand? And anyways, and so when we understand that the son of Mary was a black man, Moses was a black man, the prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a black man. No white prophets have been sent, and certainly none with big noses and white skin. Do you understand? This is the requisite right here. So that even though we are generations removed from our place of origin, everybody, We're still that. We are still the Semitic people because you have to be relating to or denoting a family of languages. We're from those family of languages. You understand? And we're relating to the people who speak Semitic languages. We're related to those people. They are not. So the next time any Deshaun Jackson type is anywhere, or they have any of our black celebrities jammed up with this anti-Semitic bullshit, their answer needs to be, hold up, bro. We're not going down that road. Bring me the bitches that are outraged so I can let them know I'm the fucking Semite. I'm the original article. I'm Semitic. They are not. They're not. It's time to put their ass on the hot seat. First of all, you're not Semitic, so why are you having shit to say to the Semites? And then also, why are we making such a big deal about your shit here when your shit happened over there? Because I'd like to see them now. Let's build the Iraq Holocaust Museum here, everybody. And we should pay, well, it's not a good example because we attacked the Iraqis. But let's say we didn't. Let's say we didn't. All right. But they had something else happen to them. Somebody else got them. We need to have a Holocaust museum for them here. We need to do that. We need to build that. I'll be on the board. And then we also need to now pay them reparations. And anything they do is holy and sacred because you see, that's what's happening with these people. There's a kid that I went to school with. He claimed his grandmother I've met people over my life that claim that somebody in their family was part of a Holocaust. I'm over it. And, if that happened, that's tragic and that's fine. But they're the only people that have come out of any type of alleged persecution and persecuted everybody fucking else. You see what they're doing in Israel. You see how they treat the Palestinians. You see the shit they pull every week with this anti-Semitic bullshit. And down the list I can go. We should be unleashing hell on anybody that walk in our face and not even smile at us on a daily fucking basis. Should just people just dropping fucking dead. That's the level of anger that is justified from our people right now. And we're just not having it. 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 There was something else I looked up, because I did a thorough piece on this when I did it in my video. This I just looked up Semitic. There was something else I looked up. I don't remember now. Because you can't recreate authenticity. I will tell you. Just we're the Semitic people, everybody. That's provable and undisputed. Nobody, unless we allow them, denies that we are from Africa. And being from that continent makes us Semitic people. I know I'm a fucking Israelite. I know it. I know it. I know it, and the divine has told me. I know who I am. I know who I am. And I don't need to take to having imposters, white fucking imposters. I mean, it would almost be more acceptable if it was Arabs screaming anti-Semitism over something. We could allow it. We'll allow it. Because they speak Arabic. And we know that, but for, the fucker Anthony or whatever his fucking name was, I can't think now. They would still be just as black as us. But they speak Arabic. We know this. And so that is a Semitic language. Even though they call it the Middle East, we know that's Northeast Africa. They are coming from that region. They are being born there to this day. So we can allow. They are Semitic. We'll allow it. We'll allow it. But no fucking white person from Poland and Germany and any fucking European country, all you can do is shut the fuck up and sit down and stop harassing Semitic people. You, bitch, are the anti-Semites. You are anti-Semitic. You are anti-Semitic because you're harassing Semitic people. That's what you're doing. Unless you can show me something that proves you are Semitic, which means you're going to have African blood, and show that you have direct heir to someone, a lineage of people who spoke one of the Semitic languages, I don't want to hear shit from you. And that goes to even the ones that are in fucking Israel right now, because when you hear them, they're not speaking Hebrew or Aramaic or Arabic. They speak, what do they call it? I think it's called Yiddish. It doesn't come to me now. I know what it is, damn it. Anyways, just, like I say, sit your bitch asses down and stop harassing Semitic people. Stop it. We're over your asses. So, try and share this video as far and wide as you can, everybody. It's the only way it makes any difference. You know, I'm not a celebrity, otherwise I could just call up Jashawn and Stephen, and say, bruh, y'all need to holler at me for a minute. How you gonna let this white devil punk you and call you an anti-Semite when you are the fucking Semitic people? Like, how? How? And I could tell Steven Jackson was at his breaking point with Donna Lemon's bitch ass. He was about to say some things, but you never know when somebody's on camera, somebody's just off camera coaching them or not. You don't know. But Steven looked like he has just about had it. Like, don't try and visit shit on me. That's not me. But he didn't have the tools, and that's what frustrated me. Because he was justified in his frustration, but had he heard this message, he could have said that. Excuse you, Donna, bitch ass, moist ass nigga. You need to understand that I am an Israelite, even if you're not claiming that with your white devil boyfriend and all of it. I'm an Israelite. I'm from the line and the lineage and have the blood of Semitic people. So whoever is bringing this shit, you take this back to them and tell them to kiss my entire ass. I'm over it. Anyways, like I say, unless something else gets in the way, everybody, I'm hoping to get that other video out. I don't know when. Because stuff keeps presenting itself. And then now, who was it? That was just telling me about the thing and the girl that was shot and the people and I can't remember, but that would be eligible to be another thing. You see, because I'm trying to show the widespread evil of white people. It's all day, every day, and I really wanted to do it visually, but I may get lazy. I may end up doing it audioly because I've just been compiling my list, and I've 4 pages now of shit, and single spaced, and so I don't know, I may get lazy and just go, nah, it's not worth all that work, Jedi. Just tell them, you don't gotta show them. But I'm convicted to show it. You know, I won't feel right if I don't do it the way that it comes to me. So that's what I intend to do. So I'm gonna go, you guys, because I hate that I had to compete with this air conditioner. I could have turned the fan on low, my bad. I need to know how that sounds on camera. Hold on. Just, even though I'm going, I need to still know what that sounds like for future reference. I don't think that did anything as far as my sound goes. I don't think so. Anyway, to Jughead, again, thank you for your intention. Please find a way to put that money on the GoFundMe or the Cash App, for the love of God. Thank you to people who have donated recently to the Cash App and the GoFundMe. If you've not donated, please take time to go and donate, everybody. I thank you in advance for your donations. Please don't sit back. I sound like a broken record. I say this and people sit back like crickets. And, what are you going to do? But anyway, so that's what I'm planning to do for my next video. To digress back to what I was saying before I talked about the air. Yeah, that's what my next video is hopefully going to be. But something could happen between then and now. And I go, no, I need to talk about this now. Do watch the video that was before this live stream, everybody, because that's important. Any work I put out is important. I didn't know my paper's right there. Any work I put out is important. And the video I put out before this is important because, as I articulated in that piece, I'm sick and tired of this manufactured competition of, because we don't really hear the names of female victims that are victims of police brutality, that we don't care and all this. And I raked I raked the article and the writer of the article over the fucking coals. It's an excellent piece of work. So make sure you watch the video that was the recorded video that was put out earlier today or this morning, long before this live stream. So I'm gonna go. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. This is the Jedi.